Did you know that change is sometimes a good thing? But do you also know that sometimes change is not a good thing at all? Well, change can be a good thing for your business, but it can also mean a very bad thing for you. In today's video, we're going to be talking about how technology is changing the way we do business. Do you think it's a good thing or do you think it's a bad thing? Stay tuned. Hello everyone and welcome to this episode of Recruit Tech on the Wealth Bankers Career Channel. I'm your host Nana K, and today we're going to be talking about how technology is changing the way we do business and whether or not it's a good or a bad thing. So, without much ado, let's begin. So, how is technology changing business and why is it such a big deal? Well, you need to understand that the way business was conducted several years ago has changed from how things are being done now. Well, after the Industrial Revolution, work remained the same for about 100 years or so. But one thing we're guaranteed of is the fact that things are not going to remain the same. You can compare the way business was done 5-10 years ago to how business is done today, and you will understand that things have vastly changed and improved. At first, it used to take us about 3 months to a year to get certain things done. Now that type of task can be done in less than a week, or even sometimes in as little as a day. What does that tell you? Technology has come to make our lives better. So what are some of the ways that technology is changing the way we do business? Well, the first and foremost is mobile-based business solutions. Now, the reason why I decided to start with this is because this is very important in how technology is changing the way we do business. The greatest invention of the 20th and 21st century was the internet. But I say that the second greatest invention was the mobile phone. Now, mobile phones have evolved to doing just ordinary phone calls and text messaging. Now we have access to the internet on our mobile devices, which means that now we are connected to everybody around the world on that tiny device that you have in your hand. That's exactly how powerful technology is and how it is really changing the way we do business. Now, you know that something is a big deal when Google changes its algorithms specifically for something. Now, Google recently changed its algorithm to give priority to sites that optimize, or to businesses that optimize their websites for mobile devices and platforms. So in other words, they are telling you that build with mobile in mind first before you consider desktop options. This is a very big thing. So if you're someone who hasn't really considered using or optimizing your business in a mobile friendly manner, then I'm sorry to tell you that your site is not getting really ranked by Google and you're losing out big time. But you also need to understand that mobile technologies is also improving, it's evolving. At first, mobile phones could only call, text. Eventually, some other functionalities came, such as taking pictures, recording videos and audios. Now, the mobile phone is practically a small computer within the palm of your hand. If you think I am lying or I am joking or I'm not serious about this, the mobile phone we use today is more powerful than the machines that sent the first human beings to the moon. If you think I'm lying, you can check it out. It's a fact. The next point on my list is cloud computing. Okay, what jumps into your mind when you think about Google Docs, Pixlr, Canva, and Dropbox? I know you're thinking about productivity. You're thinking about applications that you open in your browser. Yeah, that's basically what cloud computing is. Now, cloud computing is basically running applications on third-party servers, but then reviewing or using those applications in a browser. So which means that you can be able to do certain complicated tasks and processor intensive tasks all on an external machine without having to run those applications directly from your laptop or desktop. This is very handy in business because now you don't have people installing such big applications like office-based applications, photo editing, video editing, and all those applications on their PCs. Now they are actually leaving that to other companies, third-party companies to do, so that all they do is just log in using their browser and have access to all that suite of creation software and then be able to do things easily without having to worry about whether their PC can handle the task or not. Now, the service, like I said, the services are hosted and run on external servers that belong to companies. These people are usually referred to as third-party servers or people or hosts or companies, and they are the ones who are going to host. They are the ones who are providing you with that service. So they are running these applications on their servers. So their servers are the ones that are going to go through the entire processing task, storing and all those things. Only thing that you are doing is that you are opening your browser, you are logging in, and then you are making all the changes that you want to do. You are doing whatever it says that you want to do. And all of this without having to download a single application onto your desktop. Another important way that technology is changing the way we do business is through connectivity. Now, this entire world is connected, and it's very easy for us to transact and do our businesses. Now, the greatest invention of our time is the internet, and the internet has connected us in several different ways. Now we have access to our target market without necessarily having to go out into the market to try and reach them. People have been able to make millions and even billions just by using the internet. We are now living in a connected world, and it doesn't just stop with your clients, it stops with your employees as well, because as a result of the internet being as widespread and widely used as it is now, people are actually able to work remotely from home, and all of this adds to your company's drive, and it helps to boost productivity. The fourth reason why technology is changing the way we do business comes in the form of increasing effectiveness whilst decreasing costs. Every business, or most businesses, are in the market to make profits. So then how do you make profits? Well, your revenues need to be higher than your cost. If your total revenue is higher than your total cost, then obviously you've made some profit. But if your total revenue is less than your total cost, then you're at a loss. How does technology help you make profit? Well, it cuts down a lot of the costs and helps you increase revenue. Now, how are you increasing revenue? Well, typical services like cloud computing services are saving your company a lot of money, because instead of having to go and purchase a huge amount of money for productivity software like, say, Microsoft Office, you can actually use Google Office or Google Docs, Google Sheets, and slides, all of those things. You can use them for free without having to purchase it. Now, in terms of that, it's been reduced. You can also use free alternatives like LibreOffice and Co. And all of these things help you reduce cost and improve efficiency. Workers are able to work from home without having to physically be present at the place of work. Now, if your workers are not present, you don't have to worry about their transportation, you don't have to worry about their feeding, you don't have to worry about so many things. Only thing you focus on is making sure that they fulfill their tasks, and you're good to go. Now, one downside to technology and the way it has changed the way we do business comes in the form of we are always working without the ability to actually get some rest. So you realize that people, a lot of times you are connected, and so even at home you have access to your work and you are constantly working. And even when you take your vacation, because you have access to your devices, you are constantly working. And this is bad for your health. Research has shown that kind of lifestyle is really bad to anybody's health. So then, this is one of the downsides that is really affecting the way technology is changing business. But on the overall, if you look at it, technology is really affecting business in a positive way. If you're a company and you really haven't adopted business, then definitely you're living under a rock, because we're in 2018, and in 2018 everybody wants to be efficient, everybody wants to be effective, and everybody wants to be productive. So if you haven't adopted technology, or you're a technophobe, you don't want to adopt certain technologies because you fear that it is going to destroy the way you do business, then I'm sorry to disappoint you, because you are losing out to your competitors. If you want to adopt a new technology into your company, look at the pros and cons of adopting that technology. Look at how best it fits into your company's system. Once you are able to identify this, you will know exactly how to proceed. Once you know how to proceed, believe me, productivity is going to increase. The only downside to it is that there's going to be a learning curve. where you have to train your employees or your existing employees in how to use some of these technologies. But here's the best part. You're going to spend some amount of money to do that, but in the long term, your business benefits. Do you believe technology is changing the way we do business? Or do you think technology is just a much ado about nothing? You think it adds no value to the way we do business? You think it adds no value to our lives except making us more depressed and all that? Let me know in the comment section below. And I know you found this video helpful, so subscribe to this channel so that I will be able to give you more great content concerning stuff about technology, recruitment, career, and the whole bunch. I'm your host Nana K, and it was a pleasure sitting with you today. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Salute.